If you're in St. Louis for railfanning or for any other rail-related activity, the Union Station Hotel is a must-stay place for you. Let me tell you all about it. I was recently in St. Louis during a relocation trip, which conveniently happened at the same time as the St. Louis RPM meet. I needed a place to stay near downtown St. Louis to visit my wife's family, and I settled on the Union Station Hotel. This is the former passenger terminal in St. Louis, so obviously it's got a lot of railroad history, archaeology, and tremendous architectural details that'll be interesting to anyone who is a fan of American architecture. We stayed in the Grand Concourse section of the hotel, which is mighty pricey at over $300 a night. But I gotta tell you, I think it's worth it. We stayed in the Dixie Flyer room. Now, the Dixie Flyer was a named passenger train of the Louisville and Nashville, the L&N. And the L&N theme was carried out beautifully throughout the room, including the commode. There is a more modern and, I assume, less expensive section of the hotel that will allow you to enjoy almost everything that we enjoyed, other than the rail-themed room, which was pretty special. So what else is there for rail fans? There are large-scale model trains displayed throughout the hotel. There's even a static display of actual rolling stock and some motive power. Additionally, there's an active rail yard at the end of the parking lot, so you could actually do some rail fanning right from the parking lot of the hotel. In terms of non-rail activities, there's plenty of things to keep the rest of the family entertained, including the wheel. You may not know that the original Ferris wheel built for the Chicago Exposition was brought to St. Louis for the St. Louis World's Fair. And there is currently a wheel there, a huge wheel there, not the historic one, which had cars that held 60 people. But there's a modern Ferris wheel there that you can take up with great views of the city. Additionally, there's a light show in the train shed, the former train shed. There's several decent restaurants in there. The light show is a fountain with flames, gas flames, everything timed to the music. Really elaborate. Additionally, the St. Louis Aquarium is in the train shed as well. So there's an awful lot to see for the non-rail fan in the family. It's really neat that out in the parking lot area they preserved a lot of the overhead signage for the approach tracks for the terminal. Other than the price, at least for the Grand Concourse portion of the hotel, the only other downside I can think of is there is no covered parking. But other than that, this is really a fabulous place to stay. There really are way too many rail-specific details to cover here. The concourse area of the hotel, where the concourse used to be for the passenger station, is cavernous, incredibly detailed. There's a great place there to have a drink and to spend time, to have a meal even, I think. And so it's really just a spectacular spot within the hotel. The Union Station Hotel in St. Louis, Missouri. Highly recommended. Until next time, this is Bob Johnson with PK and W Modelwerx signing off. Keep on modeling.